Snapchat. So, yeah. You're so pretty. Everybody has spoken so highly of you already. I'm like, do I need to even ask you questions?
That's so nice. That's
They're
so
like,
nice.
oh my gosh, Kiran, she's incredible.
Let's just make this
and
interview
like,
maybe like you're so pretty.
I know.
You're so pretty.
No, you're pretty.
You're so pretty.
She's gorgeous.
So pretty.
Stunning.
Look at this woman.
Absolutely
gorgeous.
I know. I'm like,
So
how
pretty.
many words? And then I'll
I
go
know.
in like
And I was
Spanish.
exactly, and then we go.
Vinita.
Yeah, exactly. Sony.
I
We're just doing it in different
know.
languages.
Well,
So nice to see you. Thank you for doing
Yep,
this.
thank you for being here at Sundance. I mean, this is such an
Yeah.
incredible moment. How does it feel to be here in Park City?
It's really exciting. It feels surreal and cool.
Is this your first time?
It's my first time with a film, like with a feature here,
Got
and
it.
being, getting to like.
Not your last, of course.
Yeah,
this will just be
knock
the
on
start.
wood,
I
knock on
always
wood.
say,
Aw.
like, everyone that I've met here, I see them once or twice after. So
Oh, that's so nice.
It's going to keep happening,
Yeah,
I promise
yeah.
you.
Oh, from your lips. From your
Yes,
lips to.
exactly. This is my good luck that I'm telling the camera, right? So tell me about why you decided to hop on board for Didn't Die. I would
Yeah.
love to just kind of hear the foundation to the start of this for you.
Yeah. Meera Menon is a longtime friend. I was in her very first feature film when she graduated from USC.
I love these stories, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really long
Time ago,
relationship,
yeah. It was a
though,
long
you know?
relationship, and so she's been a friend, and then have gotten to watch her career grow. And then I did a little television show, and I remember after it, she goes, "Yeah, would you still be down to do like a tiny movie, like just really tiny, scrappy movie?" And I was like, "Ugh, I mean, it's so much nicer when you have budgets, but if like for you, yes, of course, because she's awesome and so collaborative in the way she works. And so, yeah, it was a lot of like hand picking actors and then building relationships with them, and we just took it from there.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
And it feels like everyone has been talking as if you're a family dynamic.
Yeah, it's a very, I would say Samrat and I were in a movie.
That's what he did mention.
Yeah, we were in a
yes.
movie in Italy together, so playing my older brother, it was like, I felt very secure in that relationship. I spent time with George, Basil, like kind of building that past history of a high school or, in a college romance and like what it is to be with a jilted person, that like past history. Didn't talk to Barbara at all, Katie McEwen, because I don't like her, in the
yeah.
movie. Yeah, and then Vish was new, but we got to spend a bunch of time together, and so hopefully all of the relationships really feel very organic. And because it was small, because we were all living in the same house, because we were all.
You were forced to be a family, essentially.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
You have no other option.
That's a thing. You are
right.
when it's like when the director's in one room and then it's like text you to be in the living room. Do you know what I mean?
You
like
have-
in 10
you have
minutes,
to grow
and
on
that's
each
your call
other.
sheet. Then it's kind of like, yeah, and you're all eating dinner together. I think it creates that vibe very quickly, but it also made it a really tight knit crew, and that goes for the filmmakers too. It's the producer and the editor are a couple, and
Oh my gosh, I
yeah,
love
they're a couple,
that.
and they're close friends with like the DP and the director. So there is very much a. Yeah, and they all come to my comedy shows. I'm a stand-up comedian, so it is a
family
very
dynamic is
So
just
it's like
all
it is a
over.
real
Yeah.
it is a very supportive.
It was organic. It just
Yes.
sounds so perfect.
Yes,
It was
yes.
meant to be.
Yeah, and hopefully that really comes across in the film.
And I know that you are a podcaster. You kind of actually give advice onto how to kill these zombies and how to survive.
Oh, you mean in the movie?
Yeah, in the film. Oh, sorry, not in real life. I'm like, you really teach people to kill zombies out there, right? How does that go?
Yes,
So your character basically is kind of the hero in a sense where those who are looking to listen to somebody out there who survived this apocalyptic world, and it's like where and how do you kill these zombies? You're out there on the air basically helping and assist in that, which I would wish for somebody like you this would happen.
Yeah, and I think that she's on the air podcasting because I think there's like, I see it as kind of like she has this spirit of like, I don't want to give up on being alive just because there is a natural disaster happening, like with zombies, just in the same way as a global pandemic. I'm not giving up on my life in the same way that, people experience natural disasters or tragedies. This is a person who says, the way that we're going to move forward is to continue doing what we're doing, to continue creating community and connection through talking to people, through connecting people to information, to stories about other people. And that's a version of rebellion. That's a version, even what you do, that's a way to say, I'm going to continue moving through the world with my self-possession and with my skill and my craft, no matter what I do. And that is a way to interact with and handle the world too, So I think that's at the heart of what it is. And that's, particularly relevant in this moment right now when I think journalists are under attack and,
100%. Well, and also with the pandemic, I feel like it's kind of the perfect timing for a film like this.
Yeah, the pandemic, the fires.
Yeah, there's the fires and everything. I mean, it's just definitely a symbolic in nature.
Yes.
It's not your typical zombie apocalyptic film where it's just gore and death and murder everywhere. There's meaning.
There's
it's
meaning,
deeper.
and I think that she really was going for like Rolling Stones said this really beautiful thing where they said like night. I mean, they stole the words from my mouth. I was like, that's so beautiful. Like it was
we have to go after them. They're like, I think that was me.
That was it was me. It was you. It was like they said like This American Life meets Night of the Living Dead, or I think of it as like. Meera we talked a lot about how do you handle and grapple with grief in like a small family movie, but the container is a zombie movie, you know what I mean? And so you get this movie kind of has a intentionally this like two-toned vibe. And, I'm always throwing out like Bong Joon-ho and Parasite, because he's giving. Do you know what I mean? We love him. We love him.
So
We love him.
Yes.
We love the dark humor. We love the darkness that it ends with. But I think it's a super bold choice for a American filmmaker. You don't see that a lot. Something that's really weaving through genre, and that's so cool. And you certainly don't see that with a South Asian family to boot. So at its heart. So it's like I really hope audiences love it.
Well, I'm really excited for you. Congrats again for being here at Sundance. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully
thank you for
we'll
doing
see you
this.
again.
Yes.
Thank
and then we
you.
just end, and I'm like, so pretty.
And she's so gorgeous.
So pretty.
She's
so
beautiful.
pretty.
No,
so pretty.
She's pretty and gorgeous. Bonita, guapa.
Sony. That's Punjabi.
I know. I'm like, what else could I say?
What else do we have?
I
Yeah.
know,
We need
French.
we need to learn more words.
Bella, Italian.
Yeah, Bella. Yeah, Bella's good.
Yeah. God,
That's it. That's the whole Snapchat. It's
got
just all the words you should call your girlfriend.
She's gorgeous. I'm going to have the last word here. I'm done. No more. Tell me about this suit. This is crazy.
It's Reverse. It's from Canada. At my stylist Rashi Bindra picked it out. I've been to Sundance before, and I wanted to glitz it up and keep it winter chic.
Sparkle.
Yeah, a little bit of sparkle.
And it goes perfect with the blue backdrop. Did you know it was going to be baby blue?
No, I love it. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
It's like Krishna, baby blue.
I would love to know why you decided to take this role on in this zombie apocalyptic film, by the way. Right? Do you love zombies?
I'm starting to. 28 Days Later, I mean, of course there's like iconic zombie films, but the real reason is like Meera Menon, the filmmaker. I have been working with her for many years. I've been done short films. I did a feature called Farrah Goes Bang that went to Tribeca on that, and she said she had an interesting role for me to play, and it's about I play Hari, the eldest brother. It's about these three siblings in the zombie apocalypse, and it's kind of like a protector quality to it, but it's also, he's kind of funny. He plays a little music in it, spoiler alert.
Okay.
So there's a lot of goofiness in it too. And I think the biggest thing is I want to kind of represent South Asian Americans as the diaspora in America. And I think this movie kind of really shares that we are like kind of arriving here as, not as a stereotype. This could be any ethnicity, these characters. So there's a balance of like culture and Americanism. And I think we don't see as South Asian Americans kind of, we see the doctors, and I've played those.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the Degas, and
definitely.
the
But
terrorists.
not zombie killers.
But not zombie killers.
I mean, come on.
And like kind of like, zombie killers that look like this, you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
so Meera's like, gave us this beautiful story, and it's like, let's do this, and also like I know Kiran Deol, we've done a film together, so she kind of brought her favorite people together, and it was just like an extraordinary experimental film that like, when you work with friends that you've worked with before, it's like there's a shorthand.
The chemistry is perfectly there.
The chemistry is like, we all lived in the same house to like become siblings and family, so it's like we loved and hated each other, and that kind of I think shows on screen, but actually Sundance has become this extraordinary reunion for us too. So it is a zombie apocalypse movie, but I think it's really about family, and it's about grief, and also with the fires and all that, it's like it's very timely, I think, and it's about people coming together and being there for each other.
Especially after COVID and everything, it seems like the perfect
Exactly.
kind of film
It's
to
sort
really
of like
reminisce on that.
Idea of that pandemic. It's got a little feel because if the pandemic never ended, you know,
This is where we would be.
and there would be and it
I'm
was
coming
zombies.
to you to defend me.
I'm
right?
here for you.
I'll survive
know?
with you, right?
Absolutely. That's what the elders, does, right?
Yes, you teach everybody how to
take care of each other.
How to take care of each other.
Katie Kuhn plays my wife in it, and it's a great.
Hi,
Snapchat.
Katie. Yes, actually, I would love to do a little fit check on you, so you can be on Snapchat Fashion.
Oh my gosh, I would love to
I'm
be.
loving this look. Samara goes, oh, there goes my wife.
Oh,
you
yes.
know, in this film. So I was
Yes.
like, oh, we got to snag Katie.
Yes, absolutely. How's it going?
It's going amazing. I'm so excited to talk about zombies with you.
Oh my gosh, I hope everyone loves it. It's like been a labor of love and just such a fun creative process, especially with Samrat. He's the best. I hope everybody just has a great time tonight.
Is there a favorite moment that you had while just working on this film that stands out and you're like, this is a memory I'm never going to forget?
I think just in the film you'll see there's no spoilers, but you'll see a celebration scene. It's like a big party scene, and it just like we were really celebrating the end of the film because we shot chronologically for the most part, so we were really like celebrating the end of a great run. So
I love that. Any favorite characteristics as far as your specific character goes that you maybe have some relationship to?
Yes, my character's from the South, and I am also from the South.
And of course you kill zombies day to day. I mean,
Yeah, every day in my sleep. Sleep.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Don't even have to have your eyes open.
No, in my sleep, baby.
In your sleep. And what do you hope the audience leaves after watching this film feeling?
I hope that if you go see it, I hope that you walk away from the theater. One, I hope you had a good time and like laughed and loved getting to know these characters. But two, I hope if you're going through a hard time, I hope you know that you're resilient and you feel resilient, and know that even in the darkest depths of grief, you can have moments of joy. You're allowed that.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. The altitude doesn't bother me one bit.
I think I may need one of those oxygen tanks actually for
might.
myself. I'm over here dying climbing the hill on Main Street
I just
every
took the
day.
stairs to get here, and I was just like,
Like, I swear I
done.
work out.
Yeah.
I'm really in shape.
I know,
I promise you.
Under all these like hoods and coats and stuff, you're right, but it doesn't work.
Nothing more fun than stripping 8 layers off, right? Just to
kinda
sweat
like it.
indoors. I'm like, hang on, guys.
When you live in LA, you kind of
Feels
enjoy
good.
this. Yeah,
I'm
I've
a New
never
Yorker, so
worn
I do this all the
coat.
time.
Yeah. you're
I'm
used to
prepared. I'm ready.
it. Yep, that's true. You like the cold.
So I'm here with George.
Hey, George.
And,
I'm George?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, is there another George here?
I was
I'm
like, that's
wait a
George?
second. Sorry, yeah.
You're another George? You're George too?
No, can you imagine? Everyone here is actually George.
That's how I live my life. It's true.
So I would love to know a little bit about the character that you play, and
Yeah.
also, do you have a fascination with zombies as well?
God dang, good question. The fascination, not quite.
Not quite.
I mean,
okay.
no, but the character was cool. It's a guy named Vincent, and he was kind of a loner, and he sequestered himself into this isolated attic and sort of lived just a survivor style, like prepper style life. And then in the film, he finds a baby, and so he's got to figure out what to do with that baby.
You're all by yourself, and
I
here
know.
you are,
Yep.
adding
My
to your
milk
workload.
doesn't work,
Did you try it? And we
The
can't
baby and
test it
I
on
off camera. Yeah, off camera we tried a ton. She never latched, and I was
Never
like,
watch. You
"Come
can't
on."
have zombie milk. I don't know what zombie milk would
Yeah.
taste like, but it's probably
I
terrible.
don't either. It probably turns you into some sort of weird zombie. I'd imagine if they can sit still long enough for you to suckle.
Or
But
maybe gives you a superpower. Who knows?
That's true.
Maybe it turns you into like a
Immune.
crazy apocalyptic immune killer.
yeah, immunity to zombies from their milk.
You're gonna have to try that next
gonna
time.
have to
I think.
write that
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
We can't
Zombie
tell
mommy.
everybody else here. They may steal this.
Zombie
you might have
mommy,
to
yeah.
pat zombie mommy.
Zombie mommy.
I like that. That's a
Will you
great
play
new
that?
title.
You
Yeah,
have
I'll
to
be the
her.
zombie mommy.
I'll be the baby.
That's great. I know. No longer a loner.
that's
You'll
exactly
forever
right.
have a baby with you.
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
is there anything or any moment that stands out while filming this amazing, fun film? It sounds like everyone had an incredible time on set.
It was a blast. I think overall, the thing that stood out was just how much of a family everything, we all became a family. We all kind of lived together while we were shooting it. We shot it in one house while we lived in the other, and then we swapped So it was just, and then the baby in question.
The baby in question.
The baby
has not had zombie milk yet, of course.
is not yet. She
Not
might.
yet, maybe.
She is the child of the director and the DP. So.
Oh my! She's getting an IMDb credit
yeah,
already.
Totally.
I'm so
she's
jealous.
a diva. She's not even here.
Wow,
You know
what's
what
her
I mean?
score?
She skipped it. I know.
Oh.
She's top 50 or whatever it is.
Oh.
She's up there.
That's
She's got a high
pretty
star
incredible.
rating. But that was it. It
Because
was
of you,
like,
of course.
Yeah. Because of all, yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll be in Zombie Mommy for
Ooh,
sure.
100%.
Yeah. you
Grown
got
up.
it. She's the cutest, man. But it was that. It was like we were all just, we went from friends to family real fast.
I love that. Well, how does it feel to be here at Sundance?
It's great. It's my first time. I've been in some other things
time.
that like shorts and stuff that got in, and I'm really grateful for that. But this is like my first visit, and I'm pretty stoked about it.
You're not going to move here? You love layering up. You're not going to get this
Yeah,
in LA,
no,
you know?
what? I think I'll pass, but I do love.
It's fun for
I
a
like
week.
Utah. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, it's fun for that long.
It's like one of our writers, he goes, the cold gives me anxiety. And
Yeah.
I'm like, are you going to be okay? He's like, no.
He's shivering, and
I
he's just
know.
like, I can't do this.
He's like, I got to go back home to California, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm here with Vishal. Tell us a little bit about your character in Didn't Die.
So my character's name is Rish. I go by Vish. It's like fish with a V.
Oh, I like that. That's
and
nice ring.
it's easy.
Vish.
Yeah, whatever works. Whatever gets the name across, right? Mira's our director, and she called me one day, and she was like, "Hey, I kind of loosely based a character off you." And then I got really scared to read the script because you don't really know how much someone thinks of you until it's on like a piece of paper and they're like, hey, this guy is quirky and, but you end up reading the script and I hope everyone can enjoy the film. And
Can you actually say no, though? I wrote this for you.
And that
You're
was,
like,
she sent me a text and then I was like, hey, I kind of need to call you about this. And so I give her a ring and I was like, are you sure are you on the right Vish here? Like, I don't know. And she immediately goes, I need you on this. And when someone has like that level of trust and care in you, like you said, you can't say no.
that's love. I mean, that is the full gift wrap present that anyone in acting could ask for.
A dream
I wrote
moment.
this
Yeah,
for you.
Oh man. Yeah.
And was it fitting as soon as you read your part?
I loved it.
Was it like, I am Vish?
I am Vish.
This is me? You changed
Yeah.
your name legally, right?
I'm now Rish. I have the ID on me. I can give it to you right now.
I know. I was going to ask you for your identification
Hey,
card.
look. But yeah, I play a younger brother, and I have an older sister in real life. And Kiran ends up being my, fake sister in this film. But and then I get a new older brother in Samrat, and it fit like a glove. Like the love we have for each other, the love that I have with this new extended family of mine, is one that we'll have forever. And I think Meera nailed it. I am who I am, and she wrote she and Paul wrote something so beautiful, and I'm forever grateful to be a part of it.
I love that. And are you a big zombie apocalyptic kind of fan?
I mean, I can't say I am, but don't
It's
tell
okay, but
anyone.
now you are, right?
Huge, yeah.
I
The
just-
best zombie
Because
films,
if one popped out, I want to make sure you've got my back.
Hey,
Clearly.
look,
you
and me in it together.
you
Any
imagine?
interview, I need you guys back. Us three, we're gonna take over the world. Right now, we're getting
I
it.
imagine like a
Snapchat. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
I
let's get this
imagine,
going.
Like a notification on my phone saying Zombie-alert.
Hey, look, I'll
That would
protect
be
you. I'll
a great
protect you.
marketing spin for you guys.
Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
of
We
our
got.
alarms go off on our phone because we gotta run, get some sticks or something.
I agree. We all got these Amber Alerts. I think, hey,
Who
with the
needs an
stuff
Amber
we
alert
sent,
when we can have a zombie
zombie
alert?
alert. I think that's
way
what
better.
let's
Keep
start.
writing all these films for everyone.
Hey.
I don't know what's going on today, but I'm just scripting things out. So we decided to have a baby zombie film, me and George.
Right now?
We're going to extend the
Okay.
child scene somehow into another, mama, what was it? Baby zombie mama?
Baby 2. Let's
Yeah.
start with the second one.
I
Let's
know,
skip
yeah,
the first one.
we already thought of a
we'll
sequel.
start where Lucasfilms it. Start with 4, 5, 6, then hit them with 1, 2, 3. There's
Yes, exactly.
we're adding layers to this.
We
I
should
like
just go
it.
backwards.
Yeah.
You know what? Why start that way? I
The
love
retro's
that.
always in. You just got to go back a couple years, and it sells. It sells.
Is there a particular part as your character that just stands out where you're like, man, this is my favorite scene?
It's easily got to. So there's a lovely gentleman by the name of Timmy.
Timmy.
And
I just had to say that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. South Park fan, but yeah.
And he definitely wants to go by Timmy.
Okay.
I saw him again for the first time today since we filmed our scene over 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it's fight choreo, so I'm gonna. But
we won't say anything.
we're not saying anything.
Snaps.
You know?
Let's put a little tape around the snap ghost face.
Blur my face here. But the time I had with Timmy was so special, and we felt so loved to be there, and the support we got, it was absolutely magical. There was Paul was on camera, Meera was directing us, me and Timmy, and then there was a cohort of people just supporting us. And Timmy was such a rock star. He flew in that morning.
Wow.
We had our scene. We shot for maybe 3, 4. Oh, well, that was a full day of shooting, but our scene we shot in the late afternoon, probably 2-3 hours of that, and seeing him today brought back all the memories, and it's a moment that I'll definitely replay to hopefully my kids, hopefully you guys after this, when we start workshopping this movie, and hopefully the audience gets to enjoy it too forever.
I love that. Well, we're so happy to see you here at Sundance.
I appreciate it.
Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yes, I would love to. I'm happy to see you guys at Sundance.
Well, as much as we love bundling up here, what can I say?
I like the cold. There's
and
nothing wrong with
we
cold.
all brought the snow. Were you here for the snow globe day?
I was not here for snow globe day.
Oh, no.
I flew in. Hey! I'm not gonna name airlines, but we should make connecting flights,
I'm like
guys.
United, Delta, because I had a problem.
Hey, she said it, not me.
Hey, 12-hour flight travel day for me because my connecting flights, everything was delayed. I was stuck in Atlanta. I was just like, what? I'm going to live in Detroit, Michigan, I guess. I'm never leaving this place.
There you go.
It's great. Hello, everyone. We are here for the Didn't Die premiere. I'm with the incredible writer and director of the film, Meera Menon, and everyone has spoke so highly of you. I've heard some incredible stories. Even Kiran said that you have known each other since your school days. Goes way, way back.
Yeah, well, she was in the first film I ever made called Farrah Goes Bang, but in 2013, so over 10 years ago.
Wow, that is a bond, I must say.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as Didn't Die goes, what inspired you to jump on board to create this film?
I think I was just really restless to do something with the friends I made my first film with, and do something kind of spontaneous and small and really homemade again. And that's really was the inspiration to do a zombie movie, because we were inspired by Night of the Living Dead, which similarly was kind of a small-minded team of outsiders doing something really because they couldn't do it inside the system. And I think we wanted to do something different with a zombie movie, and we knew we'd never really have a chance of making it inside the system. So we went to the place I've always found solace, which is independent film, and that's really where it started. Yeah.
And I know that the zombie apocalyptic world, as far as films go, there's so many. So this is kind of a hard, I would say, kind of niche subject to jump into. But how would you say you differ in comparison to all the ones that are out there, from The Walking Dead and Shaun of the Dead? I could go through it. I love zombies. What can I say? I'm ready for. I actually did this maze at a Comic-Con once where we ran away from zombies. It was the best time of my life. I was the only one that didn't get eaten. Everyone else died.
Well, you're actually reminding me. Another reason we want to make a zombie movie is I directed The Walking Dead, and I've never had as much fun on the set as directing The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. And there's something about having zombies hang out with you at craft services that just makes filmmaking seem less serious, and I wanted to go back to a place where filmmaking felt fun and childlike and playful again. So making a zombie movie came from that place of just feeling it's really fun to do. But our zombie movie is by no means a straightforward zombie movie, by no means a straightforward horror movie. We were really looking to do something that was more of a exploration of the kind of emotional life of living at the end of the world. So I think that's that's how we're different, is we were trying to do something little kind of off that brand.
I actually, surprisingly enough, have eaten at Cat's Deli with The Walking Dead zombies.
Oh yeah.
I know that's so strange, but I'm like, I have to tell you this. I know this
exactly,
is so
because it's
weird.
just fun to be around zombies. They're scary in the movies, but when you're around them,
face was falling into their food.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't help but laugh, but I mean, it's
that makeup doesn't stay on very long.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
As far as challenges go, was there a specific point in the film in creating this that was this is so difficult, I don't know how I'm going to get through this obstacle?
Well, it was such a small team that made it that everything was hard, because we all had to wear so many different hats. So, Erica, my producer, was literally set designing and kind of putting up curtain drapes and things like that. So any given day we had so many different jobs we were doing that I think the challenge of it was just how much there was to do given how few of us there were.
I love that, though. I love hearing stories like that because I feel like the film actually ends up coming out more powerful, and it looks like it's a higher budget than it actually was, just because
so.
you've got all these obstacles, and especially with your team, it's like a family, so you're really working for one another as a unit, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And as far as messaging goes, I feel like this is kind of the perfect timing for a film like this because of what happened to us with the pandemic. Can you speak on that and what you hope to leave the audience with?
That's exactly it. We really wanted to explore our lived experience going through the pandemic and use this genre to talk about those questions of like, how do you rebuild after something really catastrophic happens to society or to the world around you, and how do you find meaning, and how do you continue to adapt in a world that is kind of constantly throwing things at you. And ultimately the message of our movie is that like resilience is possible and beautiful things can come out of tragic things.
I love that. And how does it feel to be here at Sundance?
It's the best. I had a movie here like 8 years ago, and I found like so much solace in this community here, and so it's always been a place that I feel like I can return to and really feel like a filmmaker.
Well, we're so happy to have you here again, Meera.
Thanks.
You're incredible. I love chatting with your team. Honestly,
They're fun.
Probably one of my favorite
Really?
to interview.
Oh, cool. They're all really fun.
They're all great.
And they're so excited